Hello, so I would say a big thank you to Warwickshire and the Edgbaston Stadium for what they've done to kick off the Mayor's Giving Day. Just like last year, through their foundation, they've done incredible generosity, giving away cricket bats and balls to community groups to help encourage the playing of the sport in communities that perhaps might not get the opportunity to play that much. So it's a brilliant, practical contribution, perfect for the Giving Day. A huge thank you to the Edgbaston Foundation for what they have done. Good afternoon, everybody, and lovely to see some of the friends from the Balaji Temple there. So to Dr. Ratnam, to Deepak, and to Mohammed Arif, lovely to see you. And of course, also say good afternoon to all of our friends from Edgbaston, Stuart Kane, CEO of Edgbaston here, and then Ravi, who I think of as the embodiment of the Edgbaston Foundation, and of course to Will, the current Warwickshire captain. So thank you all very much for joining us. So as you know, we would usually be meeting in person. Some of the recipients of these bats last year, we actually met on the hallowed turf here at Edgbaston, and that was a very special day. But none of that can be done this year, hence doing it in this way. But the principle is exactly the same. That Edgbaston have come together to support the Mayor's Giving Day. The Mayor's Giving Day is all about getting corporates to do more for charitable causes, and it's probably even more important this year than previous years. But I think what they came up with last year sort of kicked off the Mayor's Giving Day in 2019. It was wonderfully successful. We were able to go out and about with a number of bats. And this year we're doing it in exactly the same spirit, even if we can't actually visit in the same way. And the principle is very, very simple, that the foundation want to make these very elegant cricket bats and balls. One branded here, I'll let them explain, but it's all perfectly branded. It's much smarter than last year's bat. Wants to make them available for communities across the West Midlands, but particularly those in close proximity to Edgbaston, as really something that youngsters can use to participate and really get the cricket bug. So it's incredibly generous of the foundation. I'm going to let them say a few words, then we're going to pass over Dr. Ratnam to your team just to explain what you're going to do in your particular project. So let me pass over, I think, first of all to Stuart.
I'm just really pleased that we can support this initiative. Edgbaston obviously is part of a city. So I think we have an obligation not just to bring great events here, but also to support the community and drive initiatives like this. So it's brilliant that we've been able to do that. So we are, again, really pleased to be involved and supporting Andy and the West Midlands Combined Authority. But I'm going to hand over now to Ravi and to Will, because I think Ravi is going to talk a little bit about the foundation.
The Edgbaston Foundation is the official charity of Warwickshire County Cricket Club and Edgbaston Stadium, and our objective is to make a difference, provide opportunities and improve lives. And one of the ways that we do that is by assisting people with their well-being and to get young people active. And this BAT initiative is a great way to do that. Sometimes it's difficult for kids, especially nowadays, to kind of stay active. And so if we can help in any small way, then we're really pleased to do that. And we were pleased that Mayor Andy Street and the Combined Authority supported us last year, and this year we've gone even further in supporting the entire initiative. And we're going to be giving out 1,000 bats and balls across the year in collaboration with the Combined Authority and the Mayor. So thank you again. And for us, it's all about making that difference, and we're delighted to be able to meet community groups that are out there actually making that difference themselves. And so thank you to the Balaji Temple for being involved in this episode. I'm now going to hand over to our captain, Will Rhodes, who's also going to say a few words on behalf of the players.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. It's obviously a pleasure to be here. The initiative and the scheme is obviously a great way to get youngsters out there playing. That's the main message for us as players. We want to see as many kids out there, playing cricket as we can. I can remember as young kids, or everyone in the change rooms as young kids can remember playing with a bat and ball, whether it was just on the driveway or in a garden with their parents or friends. So anyone that we can get the message to for kids to play cricket would be amazing. And this scheme is the forefront of that. So we wish everyone well, and hopefully we can have good rest of the 2020 sort of season, and when it comes to being more active in 2021, then we can help you guys out.
Thank you very much. Well, and then let's now pass over to the team at the Balaji Temple, because I think you're going to just tell us a little bit about your scheme. So I'm assuming it's Dr. Ratnam starting off, but if I've got that wrong, correct me.
Yes, I'm going to. Thank you, respected Mayor Andy Street, and also the Equestrian Foundation for your kind donation. I'm Dr. Ratnam, I'm the chairman of the temple. Your donation is going to help towards our Balaji Temple, the Volunteers Fit and Wellbeing Project for the 2020. As you are aware, the Balaji Temple is run mainly by the volunteers, and we have got 130 registered volunteers, and they will be invited to participate in a range of activities for well-being and fitness activities such as yoga, jogging, etc., etc. These volunteers ensure that the Balaji Temple serves the needs of the devotees, the guests, and the local community. The activities are organized in line with government regulations, good practice, and volunteer requests. The activities are flexible and adaptable to suit each volunteer and his or her health and fitness level. In 2021, we plan to extend these activities in the wider community as well. The Balaji Temple hopes that these activities will lead to other developments to promote health, fitness, and well-being of the volunteers, staff, and the wider community in Sandwell. And we are grateful to Sports Equal and the London Marathon for their support. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Deepak, anything you want to add?
I just wanted to say that the Mayor's Giving Day doesn't sound enough, actually, there, Mayor, because, Andy, I think you give every day. The amount of work that you do, it's quite misleading to say just the Mayor's Day is on that particular day. So I just want to thank you for everything that you're doing as Mayor of the West Midlands and leading us through not only the last couple of years of being elected, but also through this COVID pandemic and the difficulties and challenges that we have at West Midlands. And I got to say from Balaji Temple and from people in Coventry that your radio programs or webinars, as it were, on Wednesday evenings are very, very useful, making sure that places of worship like Balaji Temple are operating well and correctly. And as part of that, we're looking to do more sporting and fitness kind of things. Mohammed, Arif, and I were planning this from January this year, actually. But because of COVID, that delay it. I've been promised Ravi and Stuart that we will be making good use of the cricket bats. As you know, it's one of our favourite sports in India. And the volunteers and their families this year will be making some use of it. But I think next year when we do it with the wider community, with Mohammed's help, we'll do a lot more. So I just want to say thank you to you all for actually enabling this to be taken to a next step.
So just a few words from me, which is, of course, to welcome Tom Davis on behalf of the Sandwell Children's Trust to this particular bat giveaway, all part of the Mayor's Giving Day, which is all about encouraging corporates to work with charities for the benefit of the community. And it's brilliant that we're working with Edgbaston and Warwickshire County Cricket Club in the same way as last year. They actually kicked off the Giving Day last year with a number of in-person donations of bats. And of course, some of the events were on the field here, on the cricket field, but unfortunately we can't do that this year, hence it being virtual, but no less intent. And of course, it is brilliant that organisations like yours that are doing brilliant work in the community have come forward for this generosity on their part. So, Tom, thank you for joining us. And I'm going to pass now over to Stuart Kane, who is the CEO of Warwickshire County Cricket Club, and of course of Edgbaston, just to tell us a little bit about it.
Thanks, Andy, and pleased to meet you, Tom. Listen, I just wanted to say thank you to you both, really, because it wouldn't be without your help and support that we could get initiatives like this off the ground. Andy, with Mayor's Day being a brilliant way of getting things like this into the community. And thank you for your support in particularly tough times. And Tom, none of this would happen really if it wasn't for such enthusiastic volunteers such as yourself who can actually get these into the hands of the children that will really benefit. I mean, it's been a difficult summer for cricket. We've been able to play some professional cricket, and there's been a little bit of recreational cricket.
Great, thank you, Stuart. Just wanted to say that we're delighted to be working with the Mayor, with Mayor Andy Street and the Combined Authority on this initiative. Last year we helped launch Mayor's Giving Day, as Mayor Andy has said, and this year the Combined Authority have gone one step further and are working on us throughout the whole year in distributing over 1,000 bats, and we're really delighted that they've kind of stepped up to the plate to do that. The Edgbaston Foundation is the official charity of Warwickshire County Cricket Club and Edgbaston Stadium, and our objective is to help make a difference in lives, in young people's lives especially, improve outcomes, provide opportunities, and really making sure that that support is going to those that are most in need, and which is why we were delighted to have Sandwell Children's Trust recommended to be recipients for this initiative, because certainly you're helping support some of those that truly will value receiving these bats. So once again, thank you to the Mayor and to yourselves for being involved in this, and we really hope that your young people that receive them do enjoy playing with them.
Lovely, thank you. So Tom, let's hear about what you'll be doing.
Well, so first of all, thank you. And Ravi, when you said there about making a difference to improving outcomes, that is exactly what we're all about in Sandwell Children's Trust. So on behalf of everyone at the Trust, but in particular those children, young people and families that we support, I'd like to say a massive thank you. We are incredibly proud of our children, and we take our role as corporate parents very, very seriously. Our amazing staff and carers share the same single purpose, and that is to improve the lives of children and young people in Sandwell. And what today and this generosity shows is that the wider West Midlands community always finds ways to wrap its arms around its most vulnerable. These bats will mean so much to our children who, despite not always having the best start in life, show us every day, in every way that we work with them, that they're strong, they're resilient, and they're determined. So this is me now going off piece. The work that we do, well, we look after just so many great children and young people, but we take that role as being a trust much more seriously. I think what being a trust gives us is the freedom to be flexible and creative, the freedom to make great partnerships, like the partnership that we've got with you guys now. We're proud of the work that we've got in the community, and we just couldn't be more pleased. These bats are going to make such a difference. We know that it's been a particularly tough summer, and with the news over on Friday afternoon about Sandwell, Solihull and Birmingham, we know that it's going to continue to be tough for a little while now. These bats will be a true ray of sunshine for some people, and it's just so wonderful that we're able to do this with you. So thank you again. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, Tom. And I ought to let probably Ravi just explain the bat and hold it up and present it virtually is probably the right answer. So Ravi.
Sure. So these are the bats, Tom. You can see they're quite smart, and it gives due credit to the Mayor for taking part in this. We've got different sizes, so you can support kids of all ages, right from the little ones to kind of up to age 12. And like you said, it has been a tough year, and it's really great to hear from you to kind of to see how important this will be for you. So we're delighted to be working with the Mayor to present these to you as part of Mayor's Giving Day. So here's the virtual presentation over to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And we've just heard, by the way, Tom, that the Warwickshire captain, Will Rhodes, would have used exactly this for his own training. So there could be a new captain in your midst somewhere.
Well, we've got a very promising one of our children that is in our care. Is a very promising young man who I think is known to Warwickshire County Cricket Club. And we were hoping to get him to join the call today, but we couldn't quite pull it together. But we know we've got some great links there. So I think he's certainly a name to watch out for in the future.
What's his name, Tom?
His name is Noor.
Right. And is he playing in one of the county age groups at the moment, or whatever?
He came to join you last year. He's
right.
been out injured for a few months. He's a 16-year-old unaccompanied asylum seeker. So we came in to the country 2 years ago, and cricket has just given him this absolute lease of life, and he's grasping it with both hands. And so it's a name that we're going to definitely watch out for in the future. But there's stories like that all over Sandwell, as I'm sure there are stories like that all over the West Midlands. And this kind of initiative really does it just makes all of the time that we've all spent talking into computer screens over the last months, it makes it kind of worthwhile that we still have got that real strong sense of purpose. So again, guys, thank you so much, and thank you, Andy. It's just so incredibly generous of you all.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for what you're doing. I know the Trust has got an enormous responsibility, but I can see that you've come through it very well. So thank you very much, Tom. And if your pride was just to permeate a few lives, that's obviously going to make a brilliant difference. So thank you. So let's say a big welcome then to the Tipton Muslim Community Centre and, of course, the Bangladeshi Women's Association Youth Group. Brilliant to have you on the line. I'm Andy Street, Mayor of the West Midlands, and I'm in the main office at Edgbaston. And I'm very pleased to say I'm joined by the CEO of Warwickshire, who, of course, is Stuart up at the top there, and then by the leader of the Edgbaston Foundation, who is Ravi there, who'll give you a little wave as well. And then, of course, for the team captain from Warwickshire, Will as well. And what today's all about is the bat giveaway. And that's all part of the Mayor's Giving Day. And we kicked off with this last year with the simple idea that we were looking for community groups who were doing lots with cricket, and then through the generosity of the foundation here at Warwickshire County Cricket Club and a little bit of support from the Combined Authority, we were able to make lots of bats available to the community. And we're going to do the same again this year. We'd love to have done it in person. Last year, some of the winning teams came and actually met on the field here at Edgbaston, but sadly, we don't offer that opportunity today. But there's no less intent behind what we're doing. So brilliant that you could join us this afternoon. And I'm going to pass next over to the CEO of Warwickshire, to Stuart. Stuart, floor is yours.
Thank you, Andy, and it is lovely to meet you in Tipton. It's great to be able to see people such as yourselves that are bringing these great initiatives to life. We're really pleased to be working with the Mayor and West Midlands Combined Authority on this initiative. I think it's difficult times for us all, and whilst we've been able to keep cricket going from the professional game, it's been challenging times for the recreational game. But I think initiatives like this do set people like yourselves up to be able to get people playing in the fresh air as and when it's safe to do so. And hopefully that won't be too long now. So thank you for the work you're doing in the communities. It's vitally important. And we're just really glad that we can help and support the Mayor with initiatives like these. So we do that through our foundation at Edgbaston. And we have got Ravi on the call as well, who's the head of the foundation. So I'll just hand over to Ravi just to explain a little bit more about what we're doing.
Great, thanks, Stuart. So yes, delighted to be here joining you today. So I represent the Edgbaston Foundation, the official charity of Warwickshire County Cricket Club and Edgbaston Stadium, and our purpose is really to make a difference in the lives of those that live in our region, to provide opportunities and connect communities. And some of the ways that we do that is to help improve well-being. And this has been a tough year for a lot of people, but happy to say that the Mayor and the Combined Authority have stepped up to support us with giving out bats this year, 1,000 bats and balls to community groups that are making a difference. So thank you for the work that you're doing, and we're delighted to be able to provide you with bats. I'm going to now pass over to our team captain, Will Rhodes, who's going to say a few words on behalf of the players and express how it means to them to be involved in this. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you, Ravi. Hi guys, I hope you're all well. Like Ravi said there, it's obviously a challenging time, so we hope you're keeping well out where you guys are. So Ravi's told me about all the great work you've been doing and the initiative that you've been promoting. It's absolutely fantastic to hear. To get guys out, boys and girls out playing cricket is obviously what we all want to do. And in the last few months, It's been the most challenging thing to get out of the house and be playing cricket. So we hope these bats and balls make a real difference to you. You know, they have done to us in previous years, or when we were growing up, you know, playing with a bat and ball in our gardens with our families, so and extended families as well. So we hope they make a real difference to you, and we can come and see you guys in 2021.
Brilliant, Will. Thank you very much indeed. And is it right that you started using these as a youngster, so you can end up being captain of the club if you take it correctly? But anyway, Anam, would you like to introduce your team in Tipton then? Say who you've got on the line and say a little bit about your group.
Okay. Hello, Mr. Mayor. Welcome to Bangladeshi Women's Association and Tipton Muslim Community Centre.
Hello, Mr. Mayor. My name is Abdullah. I'm the youth coordinator at the Tipton Young Muslim Community Centre. We run a youth provision 3 nights a week, a girls program and a boys program.
Hello, Mr. Mayor. My name is Shiraz Khan. I'm a captain of the Hope CC cricket team, and I've been playing cricket, learning team for the last 10 years. And I've worked with a lot of youngsters in the park. So thanks for the bats, and that will come helpful. Because they, all the kids are deprived and we can't really afford the bats, so we haven't got that much funding. So that will help us. Thank you, sir.
Hello, Mr. Mayor. My name is Hamza. I love playing cricket. I would love to have a try for Edgbaston. I would love to play for England. Thank you for the bats.
You, I know, are doing brilliant work in the community, and it's brilliant that you brought some of the your team together today. And the most important thing is to pass over the bats. So I'm just going to ask Will to show what will be coming to you. He's modelling it perfectly at the moment. So there we are. So the bat and the ball to go with that will be coming to you, and all power to you for what you're doing in the community to develop healthy and fit lifestyles. Okay. Cheerio, bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
So welcome to this bat giveaway, and it's all part of the Mayor's Giving Day. And the whole idea of that is that corporates come together to do good works for the community, working with community groups and organisations such as yourselves. Last year, actually, the Edgbaston Foundation kicked off our day, and we did some bat giveaways then. There are more this year. It's such a shame we can't do it physically, because it'd be lovely to come along to have met a number of your youngsters, as we did at a school in Shard End last year, I think was where we started. And actually one of the giveaways occurred here on the field at Edgbaston. So it would have been lovely to welcome your youngsters here, but we all understand why we can't do that. But there's no less intent to the whole event, and we're very, very pleased to be working with you and enabling your youngsters to get fitter, get enthused by a sport, and who knows, there may be a star of the future amongst them. So let's pass next to Stuart to say a few words from the stadium's point of view.
Thank you, Andy. Hi, Clarissa. I just wanted to say, firstly, thank you to both of you, the Mayor and West Midlands Combined Authority, for launching the initiative and for keeping faith in it in difficult times. I think it is important that we still try and support physical well-being in children throughout the current sort of challenging times. And also thank you to yourself, because obviously things like this don't work without people in the communities that can really bring them to life, which is where it makes a difference. So we're just really, really pleased to be involved, and really grateful people like both of you for bringing them to life for us. So thank you. But really, Ravi does the hard work at the foundation. So I will hand over to Ravi just to talk about what we're doing with the bats and how we've done things in the past.
Great, thanks, Stuart. It's lovely to meet you, and we just want to say another thank you to Mayor Andy Street and the Combined Authority. As Andy has mentioned, we did launch the Mayor's Giving Day last year, and this year I'm very pleased to say that the Combined Authority and the Mayor have stepped up and are supporting the entire initiative, and are helping support us in giving out over 1,000 bats and balls to worthy community groups that are making a difference. And obviously you're one of them. I don't live too far from King's Standing, not too far away. And for us, it's really important as a foundation to be helping support local causes and supporting local children. And our whole purpose is to make a difference in people's lives, especially young people. provide opportunities, and especially where there's a need. And as Stuart has already referenced, this year has been a tough year for many people, and especially children now that are only just getting back to school. Kind of opportunities have been limited, and so we're hoping that by working with the Mayor on getting these bats out, hopefully kids can stay active. So on behalf of the Edgbaston Foundation, thank you for all that you're doing, and we're delighted to be working with the Mayor to help provide these bats to you.
Lovely. So Clarice, do you want to tell us a bit about your school and particularly the sport and cricket in the school?
Well, I've been a PE coordinator and class teacher at Kingsland Primary School for the last 11 years. And we are a 1.5 form entry school located in the middle of King's Standing. We aim and we do provide an outstanding provision to our children. We've got 346 of them currently at the school. Our school motto is that we believe educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all. And all of our children love to learn. They thrive in our environment that we provide for them, and they love to take any opportunity that we give to them. Our children love team sports and they love to be part of a team. They enjoy a broad and balanced curriculum. We try and bring everything in as much as we can for them. And many of our children excel in PE and physical activity because it's where they feel most confident and most comfortable. We also have a lot of keen, aspiring cricket players with us. We run after-school clubs, and it's always one of the most popular after-school clubs that we have. And the children just love to pursue. We encourage their dreams, and we like to sort of aim for them to pursue those dreams as well. So the equipment that will be gifted to us will help to provide those opportunities for our children. Hopefully it will mean that they'll be able to practice their physical skills, which in turn will contribute towards improved mental health and well-being, as well as providing them with the opportunity to practice as teams and to enjoy that team spirit that we all miss at the moment, I guess. We also make sure that we're really positive with our language of the children. We ask them to aim for the moon in our sports as part of our curriculum, and we always focus on how to be a team player. And I think cricket really helps children to to practice those skills. The current cricket sets that we've got at the moment are actually really old. They're a lot older than most of the children at the school, so they were from when I first started there. So new bats will encourage and inspire them to hone their skills, particularly as they've come from such a prestigious cricket club as yourself. So they'll be used in all our PE lessons whenever the children from infants and juniors are doing the cricket topic at school, and also in our after-school clubs as well. So hopefully it will benefit the children that are there at the moment, but also future generations to come as well. And hopefully some of our children will aim to pursue a career in cricket and other sports as well. So I just want to say thank you to you for providing our school with that opportunity.
Thank you very much, guys. And let's go back to Ravi just to show what we're talking about, bat and ball.
So, Cherish, this is the bat that you'll be getting. It's hopefully you'll think just as we do that it's quite smart. Also gives credit to the Mayor for their support with this. And you referenced that you've got your infants to your juniors. Well, we've got different sizes up to probably about 12 years old. So there's different sizes. We can make sure that you get all the sizes that you need. Some balls here too. So yeah, hopefully when we're able to get them to you, as you've mentioned, for the current students, but future generations will make great use of these. And like you said, hopefully we'll see a future Warwickshire star using it too. So I'll do the virtual handover to you there.
Thank you.
Virtually received. That's lovely. And we've just heard, by the way, from the Warwickshire captain that he did his training on something just like this before when he was a youngster. So there we are. There's a nice story for your children there. Okay, well, Clarice, thank you very much for joining us, and thank you for telling us about what sounds like a remarkable school. So many congratulations on what you do, and keep up the good work. And I hope this will help you, as we say, reach for the moon. I was going to say reach for the stars, reach for the moon. Sorry, reach for the moon in your language. Yeah. So that's brilliant. Thank you very much for joining us, guys. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody.